Hi, everyone. One of the other things that they test on the ACT English is sentence fragments. So we're just going to do a couple today. So we'll start off with this first one. In 1955, when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white passenger. So if you look at that, you'll notice that it is not a complete sentence. It kind of leaves you hanging. If a sentence kind of leaves you hanging like that, or a thought, then it's not a complete sentence. So in other words, in 1955, when Rosa Parks refused to give her bus seat to a white passenger, your initial reaction is kind of say, okay, so what happened, if you didn't know about the history of it. So we know it can't be as is, so we can get rid of that. And then you'll often find a lot of these answer choices. It's the one that's most concise, that doesn't have extra words in it, unnecessary words. So if you look at this next one, it says in 1955, Rosa Parks who refused, right? We don't need that who in there, right? Because we know we're talking about Rosa Parks only. So we don't need the who. And then the next one, in 1955, Rosa Parks, right, kind of gets straight to the point, refused. And then the next one, 1955, Rosa Parks refusing, right? We know this happened in the past, so it's refused. So Rosa Parks refused. So kind of straight to the point, no extra words in there. All right, if we look at the next one here, this one is George Solti finding his early days as an opera conductor marred by criticism and outright hostility. So we know that it's something that happened in the past, so we're going to look for answer choices that will have past tense. So found is past, finding is not past tense. He found is also past tense, but do we need the he? Because we're only talking about one person here, and it's that guy, so we don't need the he. And we don't need this one because that's finding. That's not past tense. So in this case, it would be found. All right, moving on to the next one. I can relate to this. I have a puppy. I know what damage they can do. On the days when my puppy doesn't get enough exercise, and then this has a period, so we know that it can't be no change because you're left hanging, you're left wondering. It's not a complete thought. You're like, okay, so what happens? So we know we need to connect this to a complete sentence. So he chews up whatever he can find in the house. So we know it's not no change. Semicolon would suggest a comma and a conjunction. The only thing about that is when you use a semicolon, you're joining two complete sentences together with a semicolon. As you can see here, this is an incomplete sentence and this is a complete one. This is on the days when my puppy doesn't get enough exercise, right? That's incomplete. And then this one is complete. It's he chews up whatever he can find in his house. So you can only join two complete sentences with a semicolon. Could be this one, because when you join a complete sentence, which is this one, to this other one, you can use a comma and a conjunction. If you just use a comma, that's also fine for a complete sentence, an incomplete sentence. But do we need the so? So he chews. I don't think we necessarily need the so. So it would have to be the last one. On the days my puppy doesn't get enough exercise, comma, he chews up everything he can find in the house. So that one would join an independent clause to a dependent clause. All right, the next one. If the birds are evolved dinosaurs, the smallest dinosaur today would be the hummingbird, which is under 6 inches long. All right, that sounds pretty right, but we'll check the answer choices. Well, we know that this wouldn't be a complete sentence. If we put a period here and did which is under 6 inches long, that would not be that could not stand alone. Seems like the and it is kind of seems awkward, right? Extra info in there, that's not necessary. And then do we need punctuation? Let's see. If the birds are evolved dinosaurs, the smallest dinosaur today would be the hummingbird, is under 6 inches long. Yeah, you would need punctuation there, a pause. So this one would make sense, the no change. If birds are evolved dinosaurs, the smallest dinosaur today would be the hummingbird, comma, which is under 6 inches long. All right, so that's a no change. All right. And the last one we're going to do, Sarah's mountain bike, comma, the most precious possession she owns. Right, so we know we need something there, right? Because it's kind of, again, kind of awkward. Sarah's mountain bike, the most precious possession she owns. Seems like, all right, so this could actually work. Is the most precious, right? Do we need a comma? Let's see if there's a natural pause. Sarah's mountain bike, pause, is the most precious possession she owns. Say that fast 3 times, precious possession. So yeah, we don't need that comma there. Sarah's mountain bike, comma, being the most, all right, awkward. So yeah, we don't need a comma. Sarah's mountain bike is the most precious. All right, so hopefully you learned something there. That was sentence fragments. It's what they, one of the many things that they test on the ACT. So I hope you learned something today.